Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Hello and welcome back to the Red Lasered Water Guy Show. It's great to be here with you tonight, and just want to show you some of the tools we have, the self-care tools we have to help you, help yourself, help your body heal itself naturally, because the body has to do all healing, okay? Drugs don't heal, doctors don't heal, surgeries don't heal, and our stuff doesn't heal. But our stuff does put you in a vibrational state energetically, to where the body can accelerate healing itself. And yes, I'm talking about the red and infrared laser, the very unique one, only one on the planet I know of, where we've used sacred geometry and zero-point technology and the quantum field to add additional frequencies we call human blueprint frequencies. And human blueprint frequencies are optimal wellness frequencies for muscles, bones, ligaments, tendons, eyes, joints, etc. And so what we're going to talk about tonight is using red lasered, structured, microclustered, ionized, energized water as your medicine. And then what you can add to that to enhance it even more is unprocessed sea salt. Unprocessed sea salt is the third most critical thing in our body. So we're going to cover a lot of that tonight and learn how the self-care tools we have that you can actually carry with you in your pocket or your purse and have with you all the time can help you raise your vibration to where your immune system becomes 10 foot tall and bulletproof. And the immune system has to do the healing. The immune system has to keep you healthy. And we're going to talk about water and food as your medicine here tonight. So let's go ahead and start the slide presentation. We'll be ready to take off here. All right. So again, Joe Blanton here. Give me a call or send me an email. Let me know how I can help you, help yourself, help your body heal itself naturally. You can join me here. I've got, all these shows turn into a podcast. And the company I'm working with is Pure Vibrance. Okay, and Pure Vibrance is all about self-care for self-healing. And it's self-care tools, as I've mentioned, that you carry with you and use yourself. I don't want to have to go to anybody to help my body heal itself. I want to have the tools with me to where I don't have to recover from anything. You can give me an email, send me an email at joe@theredlaserguy.com. Check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@theredlaserguy. Just put up a new video from Tom Dongo. He bought his infrared laser a year ago at 82 years old. And at 82 years old, he was using a magnifying glass to try and read fine print. So he did a video for me about 6 weeks ago now when I was in Sedona. And at 83 years old, he's reading fine print with no glasses. And he is super excited. So that's what's possible when you give the body the frequencies it needs and get out of its way. All right. So check it out. Give me a phone call or a text, 469-766-5511. And, let me know how I can help you. Help yourself, help your body heal itself naturally, because everything is energy. Okay. Everything is energy, no exceptions. And one of my favorites, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Well, if you want to know the secrets to your health, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, because you're either raising your vibration and your frequency or you're lowering it with every breath, with every thought, with everything you eat or drink. The body's dynamic. It's changing every second. The Newtonian science, medical, or actually sickness care we have in our society right now wants to make the body static. You got this. Well, you may have that today, but in 20 minutes, that may change. The body is dynamic. It's changing all the time, and you're in charge, not anybody else. Everything you think, say, do, eat, all of it comes into play as to whether your body's vibration is raising or if it's lowering. It's really that simple. So the vibration is the EMF, the electromagnetic field. And, EMF's gotten a bad rap because everybody thinks of 5G or, 7G, 10G, 60 cycles, all of that as harmful EMF. And it is, there's no doubt about it. But every frequency has an electromagnetic field, even the healthy ones. It's just the EMF, that's where the information is in an electromagnetic field. And that information, along with source or the quantum field, the morphogenic field, is what helps create our body and everything. And so it's either harmful EMF or helpful EMF to the human. And so that's what we're talking about here is we actually have self-care tools that can take the harmful EMF of 5G and transmute it into a beneficial EMF for us, the human body, for you and the person you're calling, if you're using it on a cell phone. But you can also use it on computers, 60 cycles, everything. And we're using plants and minerals. We go back to nature for everything. So plants and minerals like milk thistle. Milk thistle thrives under high tension wires and microwave towers. It just loves that harmful EMF to us. And it transmutes it to a beneficial EMF for us. And so that's how our program works. And so I can demonstrate that long distance also if you want to give me a call. I can demonstrate how that works long distance. I've done it all across the United States. So anyhow, the frequency, your health is determined by the frequency you're vibrating, no exceptions, all right? And all discomfort and all dis-ease comes from a lowering of the frequency from optimal wellness frequency. So it's like a healthy muscle vibrates at a specific frequency. If it's hurting, it's vibrating lower than that. And so what we do is infuse the optimal wellness frequency, what we call human blueprint frequencies that we've infused into our products, into the area of concern. And the lower frequency will always entrain up to the higher frequency. And when it does that, the body has about 30% more life force energy in 30 seconds. It gets better microcirculation, more oxygen, and pain is lack of oxygen on a cellular level. So when you get better microcirculation with more oxygen and more life force energy in your blood, that's why the pain dissipates. But it's not covering it up. It's actually getting oxygen and nutrition in there to where the body can start healing it. So again, all discomfort and all dis-ease comes from a lowering of the optimal wellness frequency from the optimal wellness frequency. And no exceptions on that. So let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food, Hippocrates. Okay, well, that's a great statement. And the fact is, it's factual. It has always been factual. Your food and your water, whatever you're eating and drinking, is your medicine and always has been. It's either raising or lowering your vibration right now. And so there's no doubt about it. It's, again, there's no exceptions to that. Everything you eat, think, drink, do, everything either raises or lowers your vibration. You're 100% in charge. Nobody else is. So what we have are self-care tools that can help you help yourself, help your body heal itself naturally using a shortcut, okay? Because we've already added the frequencies that the body loves and the body accepts them readily because they match the optimal wellness frequency of the body. So the field is the sole governing agency of the particle, Mr. Einstein here, okay? The field is creating us. We have a biofield that's like a cocoon. Here it looks two-sided on the slide, but it's a cocoon that's all around us. And it's actually creating our physical body. And it's, the body and our biofield are communicating constantly back and forth. Well, our products are all designed to work with the biofield and the body together. And that's very unique. And so we improve that communication and the body communicates better, cell to cell, brain to muscles, all that is improved dramatically. And Mr. Einstein back in the 30s said future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. Well, the future is here already because the biofield is creating and animating your physical body, my physical body. And so it's all about the frequencies. Mr. William Teller here also, future medicine will be based on controlling energy frequencies in the body. So that's what we do, is help you control your own energy frequencies in your body. And so Pure Vibrance has made a quantum leap in vibrational wellness when we introduced the red infrared laser pen. We use sacred geometry. The octahedron matches the crystalline structure in our cells, so the body readily accepts it. It's in a flat Tesla coil. I call it nature's medicine, okay? Frequencies create us, and it's all about, frequencies for nature's medicine for me. Pure Vibrance, again, calls them human blueprint frequencies. Well, what we've done is added the invisible difference of nature's medicine into all of our products. You can't see it, but you can feel it. More and more people are feeling it all the time and quicker and getting relief quicker. So what we've done is add frequencies to where our red laser is now red and infrared, and its spectrum goes from 660 nanometers to 870 nanometers. You're working at the speed of light, just like your body does and my body does, to help our body heal itself naturally. But it's not, and it's actually specific frequencies that are optimal wellness frequencies for our body that are added into the full spectrum here, as it is in our green laser and our violet laser and all of our other products, different frequency setup. Okay, so the Vibrance invisible difference. Not all red lasers are created equally. I just explained a little of that. Your standard red laser has 10 frequencies naturally in the color red for the musculoskeletal body. That's why NASA's been using them for over 70 years with the astronauts. What we do is add 5,563 more frequencies into our red laser when you use the gold disc. Without the gold disc on it, it's 1,635 additional frequencies. And so what happens is we have a red and infrared laser that's infusing human blueprint frequencies in a complex waveform containing all coherent information that the body understands, and in self-healing can be a response to that information. We have to be careful how we say that. So the red and infrared quantum laser here with the gold disc showing relaxes the mitochondria, excites the mitochondria, and increases the ATP production by about 30% in 30 seconds. And then the energy current in the cells increases. The cells then cellular regeneration happens when you stimulate the mitochondria with the increase in ATP, because the increased production of energy allows damaged cells to assimilate nutrients quicker and to eliminate toxins quicker. So it's actually cellular repair in the moment. And we'll get into that a little bit more here. But it toughens the immune system, improves circulation, regenerates damaged tissue, as we were just mentioning. And it upregulates gene expression to build a healthier protein because it relaxes the body. Anytime you relax the body, anytime you get better blood flow, you're going to get more relaxation. Every time you get more relaxation, you're going to upregulate gene expression to build a healthier protein. And proteins are very important because they're responsible for the structure and the function of our body. So when we add the gold disc to it, then that's when it increases the human blueprint frequencies to 5,573, and the life force energy goes from 330,000 to over 1 million. So very significant. All right. So your mitochondria are the key to anti-aging, health, and longevity. Dr. Doug Wallace says that aging is simply too many dysfunctional mitochondria. And that's, everybody's starting to come back to that. And all the other theories of aging have gone by the wayside. And everybody now is looking at the dysfunctional mitochondria. And every cell has hundreds to several thousands of mitochondria producing ATP, which is the life force energy in, for our blood and our body. And about 80% of today's diseases are because of a bioenergetic deficit in the cells, which means not enough energy for that cell to do its work. Every cell in your body has a job to do, okay? And based on that job, it's got a different engine, so to speak. It may have 100 mitochondria because it's in your skin or something. If it's in the heart muscles or your brain, things like that, it can have several 100,000 mitochondria because it's working all the time. Muscles have thousands of mitochondria in every cell. Okay, well, if that cell doesn't have, if the mitochondria in that cell are dysfunctional and it's not producing enough energy for that cell to do its work, you end up with a sick cell. And you get too many sick cells, now you got a sick tissue or sick tissue. Too much sick tissue, you got a sick organ or you got a sick muscle, and it just accumulates like that. And so that's why it's so important to stimulate the mitochondria. It's like what we have is a mitochondria reviver. Okay, reviver means bring back to life. Okay, so the more energy you have in your cells, the healthier you are and the longer you're going to live. So, and this is kind of how it looks. All the Pure Vibrance products adds human blueprint frequencies into our body, or the body of whoever's using it. And they're optimal wellness frequencies, again, for muscles, tendons, skin, bones, tissue, etc. And so a healthy muscle vibrates at a specific frequency, animal or human, because that's what makes it a muscle, is that frequency. All right. So when it's healthy, it's in resonance with your biofield. Your biofield and your body are communicating perfectly. There's no static. Resonance is the point of least resistance or the most communication. Okay. So a muscle that's hurting is vibrating at a lower frequency than optimal wellness. So it's in dissonance with the biofield, still trying to communicate, but they're static. They're not understanding each other. Okay. It's like when you eat something that's got a came out of a tinfoil wrapper, the body's in confusion because it doesn't know what it is. Okay. So that's another sign of dissonance we can talk about later. So anyhow, this is what happens when you're in resonance with the biofield. This is the pain intensity scale. There is no pain. You're happy, everything's going well, but the more in dissonance you are, the lower that frequency gets, the more pain you're in. And that's what's causing it is, it's the frequency is getting lower and lower and lower. And so what happens that can cause that? Well, right here's one of the things that can happen is dehydration. Okay, the top picture is dehydration. Things are dying because there's not enough water supply. Well, your body has its own drought control system. When you starve it for water, cells start dying, just like in that upper picture. It has to regulate water to the most important functions to keep you alive. And every function in your body requires water, every function. Okay, not coffee, not tea, not alcohol, okay, not Coke. It requires water. And, just because there's water in it doesn't mean it's going to hydrate your body. Body's going to get rid of all the water that's in it and some more from your reserves. But if you don't have any reserves, that's where you start getting into pain. If you get arthritis, it starts from dehydration. Okay, I don't care what the medical label is. It started with dehydration and probably lack of enough sea salt in your diet. So that's how simple it is. The bottom picture, that's where you're hydrated. Everything's growing, everything's happy and smiling, it's beautiful. And that's how simple it is, because the body has a surplus of water that it can draw on when it needs it. So that's how simple things are. So if you are chronically dehydrated, you may be suffering from symptoms of adrenal exhaustion. You could have sugar cravings, salt cravings, fatigue, feeling thirsty or dehydrated, need to drink a lot of water at one time, sleep issues, falling asleep, waking up, can't go back to sleep, things like that. Tension, nervousness, anxiety, panic. Your body is in anxiety because it's running out of water. It's headed for panic. And the more pain you're in, the closer you are to the panic. So that's how simple it is. And we have a simple solution. It's called our Pure Hydro Combo. Actually, we've changed the name to Hydro Ionizer now. I just haven't changed the slide yet. It's one of the ones I missed. But what we have here is a little device that's about 3.5 inches long, 1.5 inches in diameter, and it can be used on top of a plastic bottle or glass bottle if it'll fit, with a flip top lid where you can just open the lid and drink through it. And it will structure, microcluster, ionize, and energize your water with human blueprint frequencies. Just that simple and that quick. Or I take the flip top off of it, I use a funnel, and I just pour my water through into my regular drinking bottle, and it structures it, microclusters, ionizes it, and programs it. And then I laser it with all the lasers and the ionizer. And so my water is, it's hydrating the body through osmosis rather than having to be digested. It's vibrating super high, plenty of energy, and keeps me going. So it's a structuring water ionizing device. It can be plastic bottles. We already covered all that. What we're doing is duplicating or replicating a Rocky Mountain stream. When water comes down through a Rocky Mountain stream, it's going around all the rocks, swirling everything. It's nature is structuring it, microclustering it, and ionizing it. Sun is energizing it, and that's the healthiest water you can drink. Okay, unless it's going through pollutants and stuff or being sprayed with something. You never know anymore. And so again, it's 3.5 inches long, 1.5 inches in diameter. You can carry it with you wherever you go and have the best water out there, especially if you laser it afterwards. So structured water. Structuring, microclustering, and ionizing of water occurs in nature when it cascades down the Rocky. We've already covered that. The only difference here is when it's going down through the Rocky Mountain stream, it's also absorbing minerals. Okay. Well, I use the better quality of water you start with, the better you're going to end up with. So I use reverse osmosis because that's simple. It's right here in the house. And then I add minerals back into it. And then I structure it, microcluster it, ionizing it by pouring it through the combo ionizer. And then I laser it with all the lasers. And when I do that, it'll last a year or so. Okay, so I don't have to be in a big hurry. And so, I just I energize a gallon at a time if I'm getting ready to travel. Like I just got back from 3.5 weeks off the grid quite a bit in my 4-wheel drive RV, having a blast. And so, I had 5 gallons at a time that I was lasering and, going through the hydro ionizer and then lasering it. And so again, I had, the strongest, healthiest water out there. So structuring and ionizing water converts the charge of the water molecules with the result that the water is split into smaller units. That's what we're talking about with microclustering. The water can then absorb more oxygen, minerals, and nutrients and carry it into the cell. And then also brings out more toxins from the cell. So you benefit from increased hydration and a more efficient absorption of nutrients. It's actually starting to hydrate as soon as you put it in your mouth. It hydrates through osmosis as is nature intended, because structured water is what you find in green leafy vegetables and stuff like that. That's what the body wants, is that water. So being prepared is the key. You can carry our Pure Vibrance structured water unit, the Pure Hydro Ionizer, with you all the time for you and healthier you and your family and friends, actually. So, and like I said, then if you laser it afterwards, it takes it even to a whole new level. And when I do these shows, like I just did Tesla Tech in Albuquerque, 5-day event, met some great people and found some good technology too. But anyhow, what I do is I have them bring their own water in, and then I pour it through the hydro ionizer into a cup, and 100% of them can taste the difference immediately, some of them dramatically. And then I laser it for 30 seconds, and 95% of them can taste the difference again. It's that dramatic. It's what it's doing to help you raise your vibration, to help your body heal itself naturally, because water is the key. So what is structured water? Structured water is also known as hexagonal water because it forms a hexagonal cluster. Okay, and this is real unique. On the left is unstructured water, and you can see some pollutants and stuff in it. On the right is structured water. That's the hexagonal form, and you don't see any pollutants in it. It's actually on the left, the unstructured water is H2O is the chemical formula. I've been taught that my whole life. Water is H2O. Unstructured water is, okay? But structured water, when you pour it through the hydrating ionizer, actually becomes H3O2. So we add an extra hydrogen molecule, an extra oxygen molecule, and it's amazing what it does for the body to help the body heal itself. Anti-aging with light therapy, okay? Optimize your water, your light, and your water, all right? So sunlight there is the best therapy you can have, is get out and get some sun, okay? And it needs to be, on the skin as much as possible, okay? Over 50% of the light for the sun is red and infrared light for a reason. Red and infrared light activates and optimizes the mitochondria. Again, mitochondria is the key to anti-aging and reverse aging and regenerating the body tissues, okay? And we can do all of that. We can help the body do all that. We don't do it. Sunlight, daybreak and dusk, you can look directly into it. It's great for the eyes and everything. I use the red and infrared laser. I don't wear glasses anymore after 52 years from shining the red and infrared laser in my eyes. Okay, exposing so I can sun gaze any time of the day and night with the laser. So exposing your skin to the sun stimulates the mitochondria to produce more easy water, which is exclusion zone water. And then that's electron-rich water. There's no protons in it, which increases the redox potential, redox potential is the net negative charge in the cell to do its work. Okay, again, every cell in your body has mitochondria, and the number of mitochondria based on the work, the job that cell has to do. And again, the net negative charge is what we're looking at here. So anytime you use any of our products, we're actually increasing the net negative charge in the cells. Then the cells are doing their work more efficiently, and the body loves it. So self-healing can be a response to that. So what's the other thing? Okay, in a nutshell, the healthy value of the healthy body has about 16,000 Bovis energy units, what we call life force energy. In Europe, they call it Bovis energy. And so that's why we started testing in Europe also. But 16,000 is a neutral value for healthy body. So if the human body is given food or water that has less Bovis energy than the body itself, 16,000, then the food robs the body of its energy and thus weakens the body. So think about it. If you got something that you take out of a plastic wrapper, okay, that's never seen the sun, and they've used glues and everything to stick it together, it's probably got a Bovis energy of about 2,000, maybe 2,500. The tap water, I'll show you in a minute, the testing we've done there, it's like 3,400. And so all of that is taking the body's vibration down just a little at a time. It's like the body's great at making you think you're healthy until, it's robbing Peter to pay Paul until it can't rob Peter anymore. And then all of a sudden it breaks. Okay, it didn't happen all at once. So on the other hand, when the body is fed foods and water that have more than the body itself, the body receives constructive energy and thus is strengthened. So we want to help you help yourself, help your body be strengthened by giving it high energy food and water, because you can also laser your food, to set it on some of our frequency discs, stuff like that, and raise the vibration, neutralize the toxins. So here's the test we did on tap water, reverse osmosis water, Kangen water, and reverse osmosis vitalized vortex water. And so tap water here in Las Vegas has a life force energy of 3,400. Our reverse osmosis has 6,300 because the toxins are all removed. Kangen water has a Bovis energy or life force energy of 8,400. And then the reverse osmosis vitalized vortex water is 10,300. All right, so when we run it through the hydro ionizer here, the tap water went from 3,400 to 9,300. Reverse osmosis went to 10,600. Kangen went to 16,000. And then the reverse osmosis vitalized water went to 16,300. Then we red lasered it. All right, so now we ran it through the hydro, and then we red lasered it. Tap water went to 18,600. Reverse osmosis went to 40,000. Kangen went to 36,000, and reverse osmosis vitalized vortex water went to 57,500. That's what I drink. Okay, then we added the gold disc to the red laser, and we ran it through the hydro and lasered it with the red laser and the gold disc. Tap water went from 3,400 to 25,000 life force energy. So now we're, giving the body more energy than we're taking away from it. Reverse osmosis went to 55,000. Kangen went to 65,000, and the reverse osmosis vitalized vortex water went to 114,000. Okay, and now you can run it through the hydro ionizer twice, and then laser it with the gold laser and disc, and it'll double those numbers. Okay, so you end up with 228,000 with the reverse osmosis vitalized vortex water. But look at, tap water, it's 52,000 now. Reverse osmosis, 110,000. Kangen, 130,000. So all the water is improved. So the better water you start with, the better you're going to end up with. It's just really that simple, because you'll end up with more life force energy. And then in Holland, which is where the unit came from, in Holland, this hydro ionizer has been used for about 20 years or so in farming over there, in 10 and 12-inch irrigation pipes for the farms. And what they're doing, they got like 35-40% increase in yield. It cleaned up and descaled all of their equipment. The soil's getting richer. Everything's working better. So last year or a year and a half ago, something like that, they reduced it down to a domestic use. And so we've got the world rights on it last October, as a matter of fact. So we're really stoked about that. But the quality of the water over there, just running it through one time, it went to 104,500. So they've got, less chemicals and stuff going on in their water over there. Another test we did to document this was using the gas discharge visualization camera, which makes the invisible visible and measurable, because it takes a picture of life force energy. So on the left, number 1, that's the life force energy glow and the baseline for tap water. When we ran the tap water through the hydro ionizer, number 2, you can see how much we increased the life force energy there, and it showed in the documentation, the scale we just went through. And then number 3 is where we ran it through the hydrating ionizer and then lasered it for 30 seconds. You can see it increased again. Then number 4 is with the gold dot added to the laser, and it actually stabilized it, made the glow a little bit bigger, but it stabilized and made the water more stable. So that's how, we like to test everything. Plus we tested on with, a few people also, like myself. So anti-aging with light therapy. Again, optimize your light, your water, and your magnetism. So the light from the sun is red and infrared light for a reason. Life-giving energy. Red and infrared excite and optimize the mitochondria, which we talked about. So you can do the same thing with the red laser. Shining the red and infrared laser on your skin stimulates and excites the mitochondria, produce about 30% more ATP, life force energy, in 30 seconds. And we've documented that over and over and over. Lasering your water for 30 seconds adds 30% more life force energy into your water and neutralizes the toxins, making the water wetter, to where, again, it hydrates your body better. If all you got's a red laser, it's still going to help you hydrate your body better by making the water wetter and neutralizing the toxins and adding more life force energy. So magnetism is simply grounding, so while you're out getting your sunshine, take off your shoes and put your feet in the dirt or in, wet. I like walking around in the wet grass in the mornings. And that way you're receiving free electrons from the earth. And the more free electrons you have in your body, healthier you are, the longer you're going to live, because the body needs free electrons. I need some water. Keep your water handy with you when you're out there. Okay. Staying hydrated is the #1 key to health and wellness. All right. So when sunlight hits water, it charges it with free electrons. Again, free electrons can come from grounding and from the sunshine and from using the red and infrared laser. So Dr. Jack Kruse says the sun's rays infuse electrons into the water, and the water holds the charge and stores that energy. So every mitochondria is surrounded by water. It's called EZ water, or exclusion zone water, which is electron rich. There's no protons in it. So I think it's called the 4th phase of water. So we want as many free electrons as possible every day. And every photon in the red infrared laser beam energetically gives up an electron to our body, just like the sun does. And so your body's over 70% water, your blood's 94% water, your eyes are 98% water. So if you want good vision, you got to stay hydrated. And every function of the body requires water. Every function, period. So again, hydrating the body is the key to wellness. You know, it's needed. Water's needed by the brain to manufacture hormones and neurotransmitters. You got to have water for saliva and digestion. Keeps your muscles and membrane, your mucosal membrane moist. Okay, allows your body cells to grow and reproduce and survive. It's critical for flushing waste out of the body, mainly in urine. That's also part of the lymphatic system. Acts as a shock absorber for the brain and the spinal cord. Converts food to components needed for survival. Digestion helps deliver organ oxygen to all over the body. Water is the major component of most body parts. And it's, you know, it says that our body's like 70% water, 74% water. I've heard different, but one I heard, you know, when I was doing some research a couple of months ago was we may be 74% water, but water molecule wise, we're 99.92% water molecules. And that got my attention. Okay. I think it was 99.92. It was amazing. So the magic of water, you know, the quality of your water is the quality of your health, which becomes the quality of your life. No exceptions. You know, when we got our health, when I got my health, life's a lot of fun. When I don't feel good, it's not as much fun. So I don't ever want to go to the not feel good. I want to stay feeling good. But, you know, I've watched too many people spend the last several years of their life just existing, not having any fun at all. And I ain't going there. I want to keep hydrated. I'm going to stay vibrating high, and, you know, keep living life to the fullest. Because again, when we got our health, life's a lot of fun. When we start to lose it, life's not as much fun. And it's a choice. It's a choice we make unconsciously, mostly in our society, because we're conditioned into that, what I call SAD, standard American diet and lifestyle, you know. So anyhow, enough of that. Water in nature, coming down a Rocky Mountain stream, is exposed to the sun, is aerated, high energy, electron rich, structured, microclustered, and hydrates our body effortlessly. And that's what we're all about, is helping the body heal itself naturally. So a Rocky Mountain stream. Okay, the Pure Vibrance Hydro Ionizer, our shower and garden unit, and our faucet products replicate nature's Rocky Mountain stream by structuring, microclustering, ionizing, energizing, and programming your water. I've got a young lady in California, the water was so bad with some kind of iron or something in it. Anyhow, these white baskets that you put your dishes in after you rinse them had orange stains on it, and her sink was all stained and everything, and nothing would take it away. And she put the faucet ionizer on her faucet, and within about 30 days, all the stains were gone. The white basket was all white. And so that's the difference in structured, microclustered, ionized water, how it, because water is one of the best dissolving agents out there when it's structured, microclustered, and ionized. But anytime you filter water, you destructure it. And anytime it sits in a pipe, or in, underground, it takes on all the frequency memory of everywhere it's been. It's destructured and is not healthy water, period. What can I say? Well, stimulating the mitochondria is the key to health and wellness and anti-aging and reverse aging and regeneration is stimulating the mitochondria. And this is a test. We do tens of thousands, probably 100,000 of these live blood analysis. So this is a 48-year-old woman before, and she had drank 16 ounces of water. And so she said she was hydrated. And you can see the blood's all relayed and sticky. This is where most people's blood is. All right. So we shined a red laser on her chest for 2 minutes. And this is what her blood looked like, all free flowing, because we excite the mitochondria. And this happens every time. We excite the mitochondria. And the first 30 seconds, you get 35% more life force energy in your blood. Then it also changes the polarity in the blood from positive, which is sticky blood, to negative, which separates all the red blood cells into free flowing. When you separate all the red blood cells into free flowing, you get better microcirculation, better circulation totally, but microcirculation also. And then when the totally free flowing blood goes through the lungs, it gives up more toxins because the whole red blood cell is exposed and takes on more oxygen. And now you've got 30% more life force energy, better microcirculation, more oxygen. That's what the body needs to help heal itself, no matter what the medical label is that. And it happens every time in 30 seconds to a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes at the most, to get your blood flowing like this. And when you have better blood flow, you have relaxation. When you have relaxation, you get upregulated gene expression for building healthier protein, and protein is responsible for structure and function of your life. And so I use it all the time. And I've been working with this for almost 15 years. I've seen miraculous stuff happen for people that use it consistently because it's cumulative, just like building a muscle and working out. So this is a compromised immune system on the left. This is a healthy immune system on the right. And here we have another one of my favorites, Dr. Bruce Lipton. The fate of our cells is determined by the chemistry of our blood. And the fate of our cells also is determined by the life force energy in the cell as to whether that cell has the energy to do its work. So it's all inclusive here. We got an amazing system, in our body to help us function, but we need to take care of it. So no exceptions. The fate of our cells is determined by the chemistry of our blood. So how do you optimize your mitochondria? Well, duplicate sunlight at will with the pure vibrance red or infrared laser light. Again, I can shine it, 24/7 if I want to. I've shined it in my eyes, and I don't wear glasses anymore after 52 years. Renewed my driver's license last August. They took the requirement for corrective lenses off my driver's license. Stimulate the mitochondria to produce about 30% more life force energy in 30 seconds with the red and infrared laser light. Every photon in the red and infrared laser gives up an electron into the water in our body, the easy water, and reducing free radicals and lowering inflammation. All that happens. And what we're doing is igniting your energy, upregulating your gene expression, and building a healthier proteins. But it's your energy. It's like we're reviving the mitochondria in your body. And you may be working on a sore shoulder or arthritis in your hand, but there's free-floating, the way it was described to me, is free-floating mitochondria in your blood. And so we're activating mitochondria in the area that we're working on, but the blood's flowing through that area 2 or 3 times a minute. So your whole body's starting to benefit from better microcirculation, more oxygen, more life force energy from the free floating mitochondria in your blood, or it's the mitochondria in the cells in your blood. So I've had it described both ways. So proteins are the expression of life, period. They're responsible for the structure and the function of your body. No question. So things that determine your vibration, dysfunctional mitochondria caused by blue light devices, increasing cortisol and inhibiting melatonin, which interrupts your circadian rhythm. So blue light devices are like this computer screen I'm looking at here, but I've got an iris program that I put on it where it regulates it and balances the blue light with red light, which lessens the effect. Okay. And I got that on my cell phone also. So non-native EMF. Non-native EMF, 60 cycles, blenders, 5G, etc. 60 cycles was the first EMF that started to interfere with our body's communication, because our body communicates with DC, direct current, not alternating current. So everything using alternating current has harmful EMF to our body. And again, we have EMF protection that is from nature, plants and minerals, and it transmutes the harmful EMF to a beneficial EMF for our body, for you and the person you're calling on your cell phone. So eating and drinking non-electron rich foods and drinks, that's what interferes with the mitochondria also. So anything in a plastic wrapper or a tinfoil wrapper, anything that's manufactured, the closer to nature you can eat something, the better off, healthier you'll be. So today's water is in closed systems. It's not natural, long straight pipes. We talked about that a little bit. Today's water is macroclustered. It's so heavy, the clusters are like 14, 16, and it has to be digested to start with the hydrating the body. So the red infrared laser water at the gold disc and hydro ionizer flow through. Just pour it through. We're replicating sunshine. We're replicating Rocky Mountain stream, and that's the key. So we've got 3 lasers and an ionizing pointer here that all have frequencies added to them to help the body help itself heal itself naturally. Okay. Our lasers go through clothing, go through the bottom of shoes. Distance doesn't make any difference. I can be 2 inches away or 10 feet or more away from you. So we have a full line of products here for emotional self-healing, because most people's physical problems are caused by stuck emotions. And so we have emotional clearing workshops available. And then these pendants, some of them are have frequencies to take the body out of fight or flight and to relax and heal. Some of them have emotional clearing. Some of them have frequencies to help bring you back into your sovereignty. And then we have detoxing powders, because you're taking toxins in all the time. I'm detoxing all the time with one way or the other, liver, gallbladder, etc. Because I got to get that out of my body. We have a toothpaste that's documented as re-enameling teeth and helping heal infections that the dentist had given up on. And so we have lots of tools here to help you, help yourself, help your body heal itself naturally. All right. And when you use our products, you're upregulating gene expression. We've talked about that. But you're also stimulating stem cell production. Okay. Stem cells are those cells that, the body can convert and use them wherever it needs to use them. And we're also, when you're using the products, lengthening telomeres. Lots of stuff happens when you relax the body and take it into parasympathetic. It's just pretty amazing when you get 30% more life force energy, better microcirculation, relax the body, better blood flow. It's just beautiful what the body can do. And we have discounted packages for first-time customers. If you want all the, you can get the laser and the hydrating ionizer for $299. Normally the laser by itself is $299 and the ionizer is $199. But as a first-time customer, we can save you 54 to 66%. You can go to my website and take a look at it, or give me a call. Website is purevibrance.com/Joe Blanton. 469-766-5511. It's the best way to get to talk to me. And, we can help you, help yourself, help your body heal itself naturally. That's what we're all about. So again, the Red Lasered Water Guy, tune into the show, refer it to your friends, Now I've got podcasts out there, so I'm looking to just touch more hearts and save more lives, and contacting more people. So hope everything's going well with you, and we'll see you next week. So take care and have fun.